Welcome to the 2016 Tactical Bolt Rifle Challenge presented by NorCal Practical Precision Rifle Club. This 9th TBRC match is hosted at the Sacramento Valley Shooting Center with 2016 premier sponsor, American Giant. President Justin Lagge and his crew have expanded its range's availability to allow for more steel and physically challenging stages, coming up with unique courses of fire for these 75 competitors to go head-to-head over the next 2 days. Let's go check out some action. Here we are on Stage 2, Ram and Coyotes, sponsored by Lasher Auto Group and JC Steel Targets. With a round count of 8 and a 120-second time limit, competitors will move to the rear seat to engage a 300-yard target through the rear passenger window. Then, move to the tailgate to engage a 330-yard target, followed by moving to the side bed rail to engage a 386-yard target, and finishing by moving to the roof of the cab to engage the 425-yard target of this awesome Dodge. All targets are 2-shot, hit or miss. On this stage, a bipod, 1 bag, and a pack may be used. However, competitors must shoot from the designated shooting spots. Hey guys, welcome to the 2016 Tactical Bolt Rifle Challenge here in NorCal, California. We are here today with Mr. Jeremy Bentham. Jeremy, how are you, sir?
I'm well. A little bit better after the last stage. Not so great after the first.
Well, this is only your second stage. Yep. You cleared the second stage and had a little bit of hiccups on the first one.
A little bit. I had to knock the rust off after 8 months, but it's good. It's coming back.
We haven't seen you for the finale, or since the finale.
Yep.
That's that 8-month period. I heard you've been doing some fishing and some other relaxing.
Pretty much anything but shooting and reloading. So yeah, I just took a hiatus, went fishing, did a little hunting, and just pretty much anything other than this. And then George kind of invited me onto the team and got things rolling again. So
I saw you last night. You said you're coming out here with the Fury. You're here to win it.
Yeah, I got second at this match 2 years ago, and I just missed the win from Francis, and it's his home territory. So I wanted this one.
All right. So on stage 2, you cleared it.
I did.
Right?
Yes.
You have this awesome Dodge Ram.
Yeah, that was donated from last year's Elk Grove Ram here in I guess Sacramento.
In Sacramento. And tell us about the stage. I mean, you had multiple shooting positions from inside and outside.
Yeah, you went in the cab for 2 rounds out of the window. You went back and shot off the tailgate, off the bedside, and then off the roof. So awesome. There was 4 different shooting locations, 2 rounds at each per target.
Is this your first time shooting off a vehicle like this?
No. They the nicest one I've ever shot off of for sure, but no. There's usually a stage prop as far as a car at half the matches I've been to.
Awesome. Now, if you could do something different, I mean, you cleared it. So if you could do something different to speed up your time, if you had any suggestions, what would it be?
Well, I had to shoot it first, which is always the learning curve for the rest of the squad. I chose to shoot off my backpack as a rear rest off the side of the bed, watching the guys behind me. A lot of them just sat and put their bag in their lap. That was the most unstable, and I thought I'd broken one bad shot and missed it. It ended up being an impact, which was a pleasant surprise. But if I could do it again, I'd probably sit and put my backpack on top because it looked to be more stable than what I had done.
Now, you also have movers coming up here today.
Yep.
8 months. Haven't been really shooting.
We got a mover at my home range. I was shooting them 2 days ago.
Oh, so you've been practicing.
Yeah. I mean, NorCal, they had a mover. Last time I was here, it was off a barricade, though. So we got the mover up and going, and we were sending round after round at it. So I hope that one isn't trouble for me.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to see you shoot that round. And the entire weekend, we wish you the best of luck, sir.
Thank you, Travis. I appreciate you guys being out here.
I'm here with Jim from Prime Ammo. Jim, how are you, sir?
Doing great today, thank you.
Awesome. Now, Prime Ammo, not only are you a sponsor of the match, but you're actually shooting the match as well.
Absolutely, having a great time. This is the first time for the PRS series that we've seen you in a match. What do you think so far?
Challenging, really good targets, a fantastic facility, and of course camaraderie is unparalleled. Great group of guys and gals.
This was a shooting stage from a vehicle shooting out coyotes at multiple different ranges. What did you think of this stage, and what did you like or dislike about it?
I like the quality of the vehicle we got to shoot from. It's an amazing, I don't know where we got that thing, but it's really nice. Targets were fair, and nice course of fire.
Awesome. Now, what weapons platform are you using today?
I'm using George Gartner's GA Precision 6.5 Creedmoor with, of course, Prime ammunition.
What is the future for Prime in shooting sports?
We want to support the community as much as we possibly can in all shooting sports, not just precision rifle. We're sponsoring a young lady. Her name is Mary Beth Olson. She's 8 years old, and we're sponsoring active duty Navy SEAL snipers. So we're trying to support everybody where we can and continue to do that.
Phenomenal, phenomenal. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with Prime Ammo, you guys have to check them out. They can find you guys at primeammunition.com.
Absolutely, that's correct.
Perfect. And Jim, is this your first PRS match?
My first official match. I shot a Pro-Am before the Gap Grind last year in Finger, Tennessee at K&M. That was a lot of fun. But all of a sudden, nobody's telling me, what to do, and everyone's focusing on their competition and not helping me. So that's the way it should be, but I'm having a really good time.
On stage 19, hope it's not money, run and gun. With a round count of 12 and a 180-second time limit, competitors will engage 3 steel plates ranging from 8 inches to 12 inches at distances between 597 and 632 yards. From the start, competitors will move from prop to prop, engaging each target with 2 rounds, until they come to the final shooting position, where they will re-engage all 3 targets right to left with 2 more rounds. This is a hit or miss stage, and competitors must keep all their gear with them throughout the stage and may only use one bag, a backpack, and their bipod.
Hey guys, welcome to the 2016 TBRC in NorCal, California. I'm here with Janae Frenner. Janae, how are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm terrific, thank you. Now this stage is pretty unique. It's a run and gun. You're going to be shooting from 4 different positions. You guys have any thoughts on how to conquer this one?
I haven't even looked it over yet, but I love the run and gun stuff. It's kind of my favorite.
Awesome. Now how have you been shooting so far this morning?
I'm doing okay. I think I struggled a little bit with the paper mover, which was the one I was looking forward to least, so I'm glad to get that out of the way and be done with it. But on the next 2 stages, I did pretty okay. I was pretty happy with how I did.
Awesome. Now, you're also very unique out here because you're one of the few couples, your husband Tyler is out here as well shooting. Yeah. How does that work, husband and wife out here shooting in a competitive sport? Technically against each other, but kind of not really.
I'm always trying to kick his ass. Can I say ass? No.
You can say ass.
Okay. No, we actually have a lot of fun. This is the first PRS match that we've been to where we've been squatted separately, so it's actually been kind of unique to see how I'm doing, without him around as a crutch, if you will. But I'm having a good time. I like it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great stuff. Now, there's, I believe, 24 courses of fire. You said you're on your 5th today so far. Mm-hmm. What are your predictions for the rest of the day?
I'm going to shoot some steel and kick some ass.
There you have it, guys. She's going to shoot steel, kick ass. That's her game plan.
That's my game plan.
Awesome. Well, we're definitely going to be following you through this course of fire. We look forward to watching you shoot and kicking some ass.
No pressure.
Thank you, Janae.
You're welcome.
All right, Janae, so you just finished up the run and gun.
I did.
How'd you like the stage?
I loved it. It was a lot of fun. Very fun.
You had the tire, you had the barrel, then you had the tunnel, I guess, and then you came back up here to prone where you laid down in front of a log. What was your most challenging position?
Prone, believe it or not. I got up there and I didn't have enough bipod length, so I was trying to hurry up and add some more bipod length, didn't have enough, and I kept struggling with that, so I didn't do as well at prone as I should have.
But the prone was actually the smallest target out there, and you did it, correct?
Right, I did.
So even though you struggled getting your position right, once you found your position, you were able to make that impact.
Right.
So you went through 3 different stages up here since we saw you last.
Yes.
What's next? Where do you move to next?
I think we do long range next.
You excited for that?
I'm very excited for that, actually. The wind is beautiful right now for long range, so I'm excited to do that.
Absolutely. What are your predictions on that 1,000-yard target?
I'm gonna fucking nail that guy.
Absolutely. We'll see you out there, honey.
Stage 8, Smokin' Dope, sponsored by Arizona Precision Rifle Shooters. With an unlimited round count and a 90-second time limit, competitors will engage 4 1.5 MOA targets ranging in distances from 220 to 550 yards. At this stage, competitors will run to the starting prone position and engage all 4 targets from near to far without dialing dope. After they hit the 550-yard target, they must run back to touch the cone, do a mag change, and re-engage the same targets, but this time far to near. They have to hit to move on, and competitors are only allowed 1 bag, a backpack, and a bipod.
We are here at the 2016 TBRC, and we are here with Mr. Ryan Curry. Ryan, how are you, sir?
Doing great today.
Awesome. So you just finished smoking dope.
Smoking dope.
Smoking
Yeah.
dope.
Going into it, definitely a cleanable stage. Definitely normally something I do fairly well with, and for whatever reason this time it just didn't quite work out for me.
Well, in the past like 15 minutes or so, 15-20 minutes, the wind has actually picked up quite a bit, and it's kind of going left to right all around. So the wind out here has been a challenge for quite a few people.
Definitely. Wind is shifting in between shooters even during a course of fire, where it will come on, it will let off, it'll be 0, everybody's holding 0, then all of a sudden somebody has to be well off the target. So
Right.
Definitely different conditions for everybody.
Now, anything new for you this year?
Nothing new for me this year. Everything is pretty much the same that I've been using for the last, since the beginning with George. Definitely still running all the GA Precision products, using some more Armageddon gear stuff. Definitely great equipment. But as far as new stuff, there's always a little bag, a little sling, a little something else to try. There's always trying to get an edge, you know.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of Gap, I mean, I don't know if you're able to talk about this or not, but your team has expanded this year. You have a couple of new shooters. Melissa Gilliland's on the team now.
Yeah. Just recently, Jeremy Bentham
Yes.
was added. Definitely. So the team has grown, and it's great. I mean, a bunch of great people, great shooters. It's half of the fun is most of the fun, I should say, is just getting together with good people.
We had a great time last night at the little dinner.
Yes, we did. That was a good time. It sure was. Yeah. So, yeah, this is the camaraderie that's out here. Yeah, it's the most fun.
Okay, so coming up next, you guys have your prop stage. Do you have any kind of game plan going into this?
Well, going into it, truthfully, able to take a look at some of the shooters before us. Probably take the solid shots as quick as I can. The most unstable, more than likely, I'll try to burn those rounds. I'll try to get through them as fast as I can. Get to more stable positions, hopefully get to the end of the most stable position. We'll see. It sounds good in my head right now. We'll see how it plays out.
It always is a little bit different.
Always.
Yes. Well, I know you're going to be up here pretty soon, so I'll let you get going, get your gear ready. I appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you shoot some more. It's day 1. We got another beautiful day tomorrow. It's supposed to be beautiful weather again.
Yep. Can't wait.
It's going to be awesome.
Here we are at Stage 4, Squirrel Killer. With a round count of 6 and a 25-second time limit, competitors have to engage 4 squirrel targets at 220 yards and 1 tombstone target at 425 yards. At the start, competitors will drop to the prone position and engage the squirrel targets from left to right with 1 round each, hit or miss. Then engage the tombstone target with the remaining 2 rounds. The last shot will be used in case of any tiebreakers. Competitors are only allowed to use a bipod or a backpack and may not use any bags, while only using their hand as rear support.
Hey guys, we are here at the 2016 TBRC in NorCal, California, and I'm here with Mr. Marcus Blanchard. Marcus, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing excellent.
Good.
So, how's the day been treating you so far?
It's less than ideal, we'll just say. You'll do well on one stage, and then another stage it's completely different. There's a lot of challenges, especially the wind and targets.
Yes. The wind is changing so frequent. I mean, from one shooter to the next, not even stage to stage, but it's literally shooter to shooter.
Yep.
It's just completely different, left to right, different mile per hour. How did that affect you?
The wind, you kind of just have to play it by ear, spot your impacts, and make a quick adjustment before it changes again. Again, like you were saying, the shooter before you, what he was using it's anyone's guess as to what you're going to have to use.
Right.
So,
coming off of your first place win in New Mexico, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
That's awesome.
It was.
Is there any pressure coming to this match, or are you kind of just enjoying yourself now?
There's a little bit of pressure. Everyone congratulates you and now expects you to do equally as well because it was just 2 weeks ago. But
Yep.
we'll see.
And you're running a crazy schedule. I mean, you just won New Mexico. You're still in school. And from our conversation earlier, you're leaving here and going straight into a final.
Yep, that's pretty much my schedule this month. It's a little crazy, but being busy is much better than doing nothing at all, I
Absolutely.
think. So,
But that means that you're not hanging out and partying with us. You're going back to your room and doing some homework.
something.
Awesome. So we're just about to wrap up here with our first day. One of the stages we wanted to talk to you about was Squirrel Color.
Yes.
How was that stage for you?
It was good. I think we started with that one. It was a good stage to start with, I think. It was a short part time, but the stage itself was very straightforward. There wasn't a whole lot of running and gunning, just the rifle and no bag, just your hand.
Right.
But for me, I felt like it was a good stage to start out on.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of the no bag, I mean, the match this time has a rule where you can only have one bag, which is what you've been accustomed to.
Yes.
So how do you think that rule plays out for the rest of your teammates or competitors out here?
I think, it definitely takes some adjusting to get used to. Like I was saying, or like you mentioned, I use a bag that I cross-sling, and it takes up more room than a typical bag.
Right.
So quite a few members of my squad have actually taken up that tactic, and it seems to be working out pretty well for them, which is awesome. I'm glad that they can use it to their advantage as well.
Well, and that's what a lot of the camaraderie is here, is you learn from each other, you share advice and gear and so on and so forth, and that's why so many people love the sport and why it's growing so fast.
Exactly, and another thing is just the sport is built around adapting to the situation and adapting to the problem. So I don't think it's given too many people a whole lot of trouble just because they're already so used to adapting and solving problems and getting hits.
All right, good morning, guys. We are here at the 2016 TBRC on day 2. We're getting ready to start the stages off, and we are here with Regina Milkovich. Regina, how are you?
Good. Nice to see you this morning.
Nice to see you as well. We wanted to take a second and say congratulations going into the second day in first position.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this?
Yeah, no pressure. I'm nervous. There's a lot of good shooters here. So I'm shooting on Alpha. So a lot of the bigger names in the PRS, George Gardner, Jeremy Bentham, my husband, Matt Levine. We've got a lot of really good shooters on there. So I think it's going to be tough to keep pushing through. So
Absolutely. You're a phenomenal shooter. You're definitely leading the way in all precision rifle series, but especially for the ladies. This is potentially your first overall match win, correct?
Yeah, from your mouth to God's ear, yeah.
So we definitely wish you the best of luck. We're rooting for you. We know that you absolutely have the skills and everything to do it, so go out there and kick some ass.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hey guys, welcome to the 2016 TBRC here in NorCal, California. We are in Sacramento, and today we have match director Justin to tell us all about his match.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So, 2016 TBRC, a lot of anticipation for this match. Very, very big caliber of shooters here. Can you tell us a little bit about the match?
Well, number one, NorCal has really been known for how well we put together a match. Our staff, our crew, which are all shooters,
Yes.
Very involved in it, so they know what to look for. From there, really this year, I'm really excited about the range. The range, we've expanded our options. We're able to put steel out a little bit further, trying some new things, so I'm really excited about it.
Absolutely. And people have said, that this has been in the past, one of the smoothest running matches. And then right before we got here this weekend, Vu put out this awesome Facebook announcement that he's been so relaxed since you took over as the new club president and match director. So how's that been for you?
It's really a challenge. There's a lot of things that you have to forecast. Bad weather to food not showing up or shooters showing up late. And so there's a lot of planning involved, and I really give a lot of respect to any match director out there.
Now, out of all of the different courses of fire, you have everything from paper targets to movers to long range steel. What is your favorite?
The mid-range I was really excited about, again, because it's a new area to put steel on. It changes our distance a little bit. So having the running gun run very efficiently, a 3-minute running gun where you run out and back, you're running approximately 125 yards, really pushes the competitor to control the breathing, figure out how to get on props very, very efficiently.
Absolutely.
So I would say the mid-range I'm really excited about. Of course, the movers are always a favorite.
So between you and me and the audience here, who do you think is going to take it?
Well, right now it was really close. Regina's definitely shooting well. She's doing very good. That's a really hard toss-up because today's course of fire can totally change things.
Absolutely.
I would say that Regina's definitely going to be I'm going to put that she's going to be in the top 5. Gustavo is also going to be in the top 5. A match winner, that's a little bit. That's kind of a reach for me to give right now. It really is.
So you're going to play it safe?
Absolutely.
We're not going to put any money on this yet?
No.
I don't blame you. I'll let you go, sir. I know you have tons to do here. You guys have a phenomenal staff. We can't wait to see the rest of the courses of fire and enjoy the weekend with you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stage 7, the KYL, also known as Know Your Limits. With a round count maximum of 10 and a 90-second time limit, competitors have to engage a plate rack ranging in target sizes from 4 to 12 inches at 550 yards. At the start, competitors will engage the targets from largest to smallest. Shooters may stop at any time to keep their points, but if they miss, they must start all over again with their remaining time and rounds. Competitors are only allowed a bipod or a backpack and may not use any bags, while only using their hand as a rear support.
Hey guys, welcome back to the 2016 TBRC. I'm here with Ursula. Ursula, how are you doing today, man?
Good, you?
Very good, thank you. Thank you. So, we just watched you on the KYL, or Know Your Limit stage. How was it for you?
It was a learning experience. The way it was set up is that you cannot use any support except for your hand.
Right.
That's something I've never practiced, something I will start practicing.
we saw you go through your course of fire, and you actually got to the 4th target, if I'm not mistaken. Why'd you take that 5th shot?
You know what? Why not? It's called know your limit. So
Right.
I won't know my limit unless I get to that point.
So you just said, I'm putting
You
it
know
all
what?
on the table.
Might as well.
Let's just do it.
Just do it.
Awesome. I love it. I love it.
So
Perfect. Now, for the rest of the day, you have several courses of fire. You had long range yesterday.
Yep.
How was long range for you?
long range was weird because I've never shot paper beyond 200 yards. Me personally.
Right.
What my club does, I have no idea. I know some of the stuff they do. Outside of that, I have no idea.
Right.
But I've never done F class or anything like that. So for me to not have that instant feedback, I've shot steel beyond 1,000, but never
Right.
paper.
Yeah, because
So-
with steel, you have that, you hear that ding, you see that impact.
You see that impact, and you can actually make your adjustments right there. Whereas with paper, you don't have that.
Right.
So you're trying to basically find your points 3 rounds at a time. But with so many different environmentals, like the wind was really switchy, extremely switchy. I fell back on my Arizona technique, so not even looking at the flags, because that's one thing we don't have. I'm reading the mirage.
Absolutely.
Because that lets me know exactly what's going on at the target at that time.
You're shooting 308.
Yep.
Why do you shoot 308 versus going into a 6.5 or a 6XC or whatever?
This is actually my first year competing in the PRS, so, but I also compete in 3-gun. So
Right.
I don't really have a lot of time to reload, so I do a lot of stuff. Just buy a box or actually have an ammo sponsor, so Atomic Ammo. Actually
Awesome.
been helping me a lot.
Thank you,
And
Atomic Ammo.
Thank you, Atomic. Appreciate it a lot. So
They
because
say if you
if you master 308, yeah,
you
you
can
can
do
master
anything.
anything.
Yeah,
So I'm
so-
like, you know what? This year I signed up as tactical, signed up as 308, so I have this year to kind of make my decision whether or not I'm going to continue with 308. But because I'm very competitive, it's going to pretty much be, I'm going to stay 308 until I master 308.
Right.
And then I'll probably move over to no open.
And then you're going to start kicking some more ass.
Well, yeah, that's the plan.
Hey folks, we are here on day 2 of the 2016 TBRC, and I am with Rich. Rich, how are you, sir?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm doing terrific. Thank you very much. So, how has this match been for you so far?
It's been an awesome match. Weather's been great, been very cooperative. I've had some really awesome stages and some stages that I'd like to redo, but all in all, it's always great times.
We just saw you complete the KYL. You went for 4 targets.
Yep.
How was that?
It was good. You had to shoot with a glove instead of a rear bag, so the support was not quite as stable. But out of 6 targets, I engaged the first 2, had to adjust my windage, reshot all the way up to 4. At that point, I knew my limits, thankfully, and backed off and kept my points. So I was very happy with what I did. I didn't get maximum points, but I played it safe and got a good amount.
So, besides the TBRC, what's going on with short action precision?
Wow, short action precision has been doing awesome. The last 3 years has been exponential growth for us. It's been great for us in the community. People have been really embracing the products that we've been bringing to market, as well as the other products that are within our industry that we represent and sell within our site.
Absolutely.
It's been really great for us.
I mean, if you look at, I wouldn't even know what the percentage, I'd have to say upwards of 75-80% of the rifles out here have your 2-round holster on them.
Correct. I don't mean to brag or boast, but I do believe it possibly is the #1 accessory in the PRS, just based on that. Again, as you said, it's on most of the rifles you see out there because, again, it's inexpensive, and when you need those 2 rounds, it's worth its weight in gold.
Oh, it's a total lifesaver. And I know personally on every one of my rifle except for my 2 new ones, I have it. We love seeing you guys out here shoot. We love seeing you part of the community, supporting the matches. Everything you do is just phenomenal.
Thank you very much. We're proud to be a part of it. We're proud to be a sponsor of the whole series this year. It really feels great to give back. We do some military stuff as well, and it's just great to see these guys out there doing their best in the sport we love and being able to do something for these guys. So.
Absolutely. Well, we really appreciate it. We don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you have a couple more courses of fire to tackle and kick butt on, so we'll let you to it, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Here we are on stage 13, Jimmy's Paper Mover, sponsored by Lasher Auto Group. With a round count of 6 and a 75-second time limit, competitors have to shoot at a moving paper target 100 yards away. At the start, competitors will move to the rails and engage their numbered shoot and see targets with 6 rounds. Competitors can only use one bag, a backpack, and or a bipod. There's an extra $200 cash prize for top score.
We are back with Regina Milkovich, and you just completed your first stage of fire on day 2, which was your mover stage.
Yes.
How'd it go for you?
The 100-yard mover I cleaned. I got all 6 of my shots in there. I'm not sure what the point values are going to be, but they're all in the black, so that's pretty good from what I understand from the shooters yesterday.
Absolutely.
And 200-yard, I got at least 5 in. So
awesome.
Keep my fingers crossed that 2 were in the same hole somewhere.
Now, with the mover, it can be very tricky because obviously it's moving. So you're having to lead with it. Are you doing anything specific? What type of lead did you have, hold?
Most matches have a 3 mile an hour mover. My reaction time's pretty slow, so I hold 1.5 miles on every one of them to start and see where I impact at and then adjust from there.
Awesome.
So consistently, like every match I go to with the mover, I start with 1.5 miles.
Now, we have several courses of fire today. If I'm not mistaken, you guys are to the long range, 1,000 yards. You're coming into the match as the go-to, you're number 1 right now. You have a nice lead from what we understand. Any game plan?
Just shoot and have fun. So watch the wind. Try to make less mistakes than everybody else.
And you seem to be doing that. You seem to be shooting phenomenally. I mean, this last couple of matches you shot.
It's a fun match so far, but we really like these guys here. It was the first big precision rifle match I ever shot, and I finished 58th out of 59th. So for me, this is the one I want to win the most. It's my brass ring or whatever. So I'm very thankful that I shot so well yesterday and hoping I can continue it today.
Well, that's awesome. We're definitely going to be watching you throughout the day. We wish you the best of luck. We're going to get out of your space so you can go get into your zone and do your thing. Awesome. Thank you very much. We are here at the 2016 TBRC, and we are privileged to hang out with Gustavo. Gustavo, how are you, sir?
Nice to meet you, sir. How are you?
Very good, thank you. So, Gustavo, yesterday you had a great day.
Yeah.
You finished 2nd overall. Coming into the 2nd day, you have a big target on your back, number 2. You're gunning for number 1.
Yes, I will try.
Absolutely. The first stage we had here this morning was our 100-yard mover.
Yeah.
How was that stage for you?
Well, I got, I think, a 4 out of 6.
It's a good start. Now, was there anything specific that you were doing to conquer that stage?
Well, I dial. Some people drop it. I dial like a 1.2.
Okay. Awesome. And then you've also been with Team McCree for quite a while, so you're shooting the McCree BR10?
Yeah, I had to say thank you to Scott McCree and helping me with his rifle, shooting great, and shooting a 243.
Awesome.
Short, 4 inches, but it's shooting good.
Terrific. Now, today we have several more courses of fire. We have the long range, 1,000 yard. We've heard that winds have been very tricky at that range. What is it that you're looking forward to most today?
Or to make the more point I can.
Of course.
And the long range, because this is our club, so I hope I do good over there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the wind is tricky, very tricky here. So we'll see.
Perfect. Well, I know that your squad's getting ready to shift spaces,
Yeah.
so I don't want to take up too much of your time. I appreciate it. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much, sir.
And we'll see you throughout the day.
Thank you.
Stage 15, the prop challenge. With a round count of 8 and a 90-second time limit, competitors will engage 4 4-inch T-post targets at 200 yards. At the start, competitors will move through the props firing 2 rounds at each station, hit or miss, before moving on. Here, competitors can only use 1 bag and any other gear, but it must stay with them throughout the entire stage.
All right, guys, we are here at the 2016 TBRC, and I'm privileged to hang out with Mr. Tim Milkovich. Tim, how are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you.
Terrific, thank you. So, how's the match been for you so far?
It's been pretty good. I've had a lot of fun. I've had some really good stages. Had a couple not so good, but over and all, it's a great time.
Awesome. Now, the last course of fire that you just did, you had several different obstacles that you were going over.
Right.
Explain to us your thought process there.
Basically, you got to attack each obstacle as you get to it, and don't worry about the next one until you get there. So the first one's a tank trap. Set up good position on a tank trap, get stable as possible, and then a good trigger press, get your 2 shots off, and then get to the next prop and worry about that one. Absolutely. Which was a barrel, and then a fence, and then another tank trap.
Now, we've seen the tank traps at a couple of different matches. We've seen the fences at different matches, and we see guys go towards that fence in different ways. Some guys hang slings off it, some put through the fence. Why did you go through the fence, if I'm not mistaken?
I did go through the fence. Had my bipod feet up, so basically I'm resting my bipod feet on the bottom of the fence so my barrel's not touching anything, because if your barrel touches the fence, it's going to throw your shot off.
Right. So, I mean, it's not a sturdy fence, so any kind of vibrations, it's going to amplify, especially downrange.
Exactly.
It was about 200 yards, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct, 200 yards.
Perfect. Now, from here, you guys are getting ready to go up to the long range and to the run and gun. So that run and gun is pretty exhausting. I mean, I had to run it a couple of times yesterday filming some guys. You guys are going to be up there. Do you have any strategy for that?
Once I get up there and look at it, we'll see what the props are, what the distance are, start writing down your dope, calculating things out, study the props, figure out how you're going to attack it, and then just go from there.
Awesome.
The good thing is we only have to run it once.
You only have to run it once. We had to run it a couple of times.
Exactly.
So, no, that's awesome. It's always great seeing you and Regina out here. Actually, speaking of Regina, she's coming into the second day in first place.
She is.
You know, this was, if I'm not mistaken, one of her first matches, and she was on the bottom half of that score, and now she is in that top echelons.
Yep. She's put in a lot of hard practice over the years and learned a lot from our club shooters and shooters from all over the country, and just study things. Being left-handed, she has to take what we do and flip it.
Right.
You know, so it's not that it's a disadvantage, but she has to learn the different process of how to attack a barricade. And a lot of these, a lot of these things are set up for mainly right-handed shooters.
Right.
So it's a little bit of a challenge for her, and she's just whipping everybody, which is awesome.
Now, also in December, Arizona, your home club.
Right.
Tell us about your match. What you can.
Our match will be in December of this year. It'll be at the range that I work at, which is the Sheriff's Office range, and they've been kind enough to let us shoot there. It's going to be kind of like we've done the last years, not the same type of props or stages, but it'll be a 200-round match, and it's just a heck of a lot of fun.
Absolutely, and Contingency X will be there to
Awesome.
To document it. We can't wait to get out there, try some more of that limoncello.
Absolutely. We appreciate what you guys do. You guys really do a lot of great filming for the sport.
It's our pleasure, sir. I'll let you get ready for your next stage.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Here we are on stage 16. Now you see it. With a round count of 8 and a 90-second time limit, competitors will engage a hidden target at 200 yards. At the start, the shooter will move to the rooftop and engage the spinner to reveal the hidden target. The shooter can engage the spinner as many times as they want, but hits only count for hitting the hidden target. Here, competitors can only use 1 bag, a backpack, and/or a bipod.
Hey guys, welcome back to the 2016 TBRC here in NorCal, California. I'm here with Jake Vibert. Jake, how are you, sir?
I'm wonderful, thank you, sir.
Terrific. You shake my hand?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Jake and I have been friends for a long time. We like to give each other a hard time. Jake, how's the match going for you, sir?
You know, it's going pretty good. I had a fairly good day yesterday on day one. I entered the day in third place. Regina and Gustavo were just killing it all day, and so they took the first and second top spots. Just had a great day. We're in sunny California. The weather was perfect. On Friday we had a little bit of rain and some kind of nasty weather, but it all blew out. And Saturday and Sunday have been great weather.
Absolutely. So we finished our first, 3 stages so far this morning. You had a 100-yard, a 200-yard mover, and then you just went to the obstacles or the barricades, right? What have you found this morning that you're doing differently today than yesterday?
So, you know, last night I went back to the hotel and I practiced a little bit, dry fired a little bit. I had some really bad trigger pulls yesterday where I just completely came off target and pulled the trigger, not where I wanted to pull the trigger. So I kind of felt that my fundamentals were slipping a little bit. So I went back to the hotel, dry fired a little bit, kind of, got in the groove a little more. The first stage we did today was a paper mover at 100 yards. I did really good on that. I think I got 5 or 6 hits on that.
Awesome.
But then we went back to 200 yards and all of a sudden I couldn't hit anything. So who knows? It's just one of those things you got to just kind of work through it and make it happen. My third stage of the day was the spinner off the top of the rooftop. It's a fairly steep rooftop. So what I did is I tried to put my heels in the bottom of that thing, and there's a little ledge down there you can stand on. And I was a little tall for it, but I tried to put my feet out wide to try to lower it down a little bit. And then I just tried to use my bag, my bipod, and my mag all in conjunction with each other to try to lock it in. You had to shoot through about an 8-inch round hole, and you had to hit the spinner through there. And what that did is that got the spinner rocking. Well, behind the spinner was another little popper, a little 4-inch pepper popper. And that's where all your points were at. So you were spinning that spinner, get it out of the way, and then hitting that little popper for 10 points a hit.
Awesome.
I ended up getting, I think, 5 hits on that, and then a couple hits on the spinner. So it turned out to be about a 60 or 65 point stage for me.
That's phenomenal. Now, with that, I mean, you're basically opening the door to hit your target.
Correct.
Right? I mean, you're probably one of the tallest guys out here. So positioning is very difficult, I would imagine.
So sometimes for me with barricades, I got to try to get low. I do some weird yoga positions sometimes, trying to get as low as I can, trying to get my center of gravity. I'm a big boy, so I try to get everything down as low as I can to the ground. That helps me get a little more stable.
Now, you're not only out here as a shooter, but you're an avid PRS sponsor as well for a lot of the matches. So can you tell our viewers again a little bit about JC Steel?
Yeah, so JC Steel Targets, we try to sponsor all the matches we can. We try to, kind of get involved with the shooters and help them out. So for this match, we gave everyone a target for the shooter bag, and then we're going to give 6 or 7 really nice targets away at the prize table. So hopefully the shooters can enjoy them.
Here we are on stage 22, 1,000-yard prone center mass. With a round count of 15, competitors will have 30 seconds to fire 3 consecutive rounds at the X ring of a PC-27 target. This will continue for 5 strings of fire.
All right, guys, we are here at the final stage of the 2016 TBRC, and I'm here with Tyler Freiner. Tyler, 1,000 yards, 11-mile-per-hour gusts of wind. How was this stage for you, sir?
Whew, it was tough. It was a good time, but you try to go off the mirage. The mirage is going right to left, and then you look up at the flags, and the last flag is pointing left, and the closest flag is pointing right. Just it makes it tough. It makes it tough. Shooting next to James Jeffries, he says he thinks this was the hardest time he's ever had on paper here, and I probably go ahead and agree with that.
Awesome. So it's been a lot of fun then, to say the least.
Oh yeah, these guys put on such a good match. Shoot good, shoot bad, you're gonna have a good time. The product that they put out, the teamwork that they display, makes everybody at ease. It makes the shoot go extremely smooth, and it's just full of good people. Our squad was outstanding. We had a blast. We were laughing the whole time.
Absolutely. We've heard nothing but great things from all the ROs from your squad. You guys are some of the top shooters in the nation. Throughout all the different courses of fire this weekend, what was your favorite?
Whew. That's a tough one. I really enjoyed some of these, the run and gun stages here at 600 yards. The CrossFit one that they did that was support side, I thought that was a lot of fun. I thought the doghouse was a lot of fun. But I think out of the whole match, my absolute favorite stage was the spinner with the squirrel behind it. That was ingenious.
Yeah, that looked like a lot of fun.
That was a cool stage.
If you don't mind me asking, I didn't see you on that stage. How'd you do?
I did all right. I whiffed a couple shots, but I snuck some in on the squirrel, so I ended up actually towards the top end of the squad, so I can't complain about that.
Awesome. Well, we've been out here for 2 days. The weather's been crazy. The wind's been crazy. A lot of excitement. A lot of moments.
yeah, there's been some of those.
Some of those, people kicking themselves. But that's what it's all about, right? We're all out here having a great time. And speaking of a great time, I don't want to keep you any much longer. We got, I believe it's tacos going on for lunch today, and then the awards ceremony.
That's right.
So it should be a great time. We'll let you get down there, check in with the boss, and see how she did.
Sounds good.
And we'll catch you down below.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Hey guys, we are here at day 2 of the TBRC in 2016, and I'm here with Solomon Masala. Solomon, how are you, sir?
Good, thanks.
Very good. We just wrapped up the entire match. We just watched you finish off the 1,000-yard in this crazy wind. How was the stage for you?
It was very challenging. We had winds from 6 to 11 miles per hour, so most of the time I was either going left or right and some off the paper, so it was very challenging.
Absolutely. So this year you've had a great season so far. You've taken first place on some of the sponsored stages. You've taken 3rd overall in a couple of different matches. Where do you see yourself here without seeing the score already?
Hoping to be at least top 15. There's a lot of top shooters out there that are at least top 10. So there's a lot of competition.
Absolutely. You're a phenomenal shooter. You've had a bunch of new things going on with you over the past year. You've got some new sponsors. You've got some new things happening. Can you talk about that a little bit?
This year I switched out my barrels. I'm using Hawk Hill barrels. I'm still using the Defiance action and the Collis scope, which helps me. It helped me out a lot today. With all the little minute wind adjustments, I'm using the SK MR2 reticle.
Perfect.
So it has 2/10 markings.
Right.
So it's really been working out for me.
Awesome. Now that the match is over, through all of the different stages, all the different courses, which one was your favorite?
I like the steel stuff, all the run and gun stuff, anything that's fast moving. Those are my favorite. I forgot what stage that was, where you had to run in the tire, the barrel, and the tubing. That's my stuff.
Yeah, and you had a phenomenal score, if I'm not mistaken. You took 11 out of 12 or something like that?
Yes.
11 out of 12 on a run and gun. You were hustling, and you had time left over.
Right.
That's awesome. Well, I know that it's been a long day for you. It's been a long weekend. You're excited to get down there, grab some lunch, and I'm sure they're going to have scores up soon. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And as quickly as it arrived, the 2016 Tactical Bolt Rifle Challenge comes to an end. 75 shooters around the country have gathered in the NorCal area to test their skills. After lunch, the club members, competitors, ROs, and sponsors joined for a generous prize table and their awards ceremony.
First place winner with a 1,298 2X, Regina Milkovich. Yeah! And we are here with Regina Milkovich. Regina, I want to congratulate you. She is the first ever female to win a PRS match.
Yep,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is phenomenal.
Thank you.
Phenomenal. How did you feel when, I don't know, did you even see the scoreboard or did somebody come up and whisper it in your ear? What happened?
I got pulled aside. The match director and UFAM pulled me aside and said, how's it feel to be the top female, and how's it feel to be the first female to ever win a PRS match? But no way! There were a lot of good shooters here, so that was a tough crowd. I was not quite sure I was going to pull it out.
Absolutely. To win a match in general is phenomenal, but to win a match with this caliber of shooters has got to be even better.
Yes. It's very rewarding indeed.
Absolutely. I just was told from your husband that you took your prize and donated it to somebody else.
Well, yeah, I did.
You're being modest. There is a young gentleman out here. This was his first match, I believe. He's a father-to-be very soon here. He was shooting a borrowed rifle. And Regina got anything on the table she wanted because she's number one. And she donated a Gap rifle to this young gentleman so that he can continue his passion to shoot long range. Regina, what do you want to tell all of the other females out there that look up to you as a role model, a leader, an ambassador for this sport?
Get out and shoot, man. Get out and shoot. There's plenty of targets to be hit. That's it. Just get out and shoot. Have fun. Be safe, have fun. Best rules out there.
Absolutely. What's next for you?
Sniper Sight Cup. That's my next match that I've got set up. After that is the Lone Survivor match in Texas. I'm not registered for anything else yet, but we'll see.
And you're going in with the big win. That's awesome.
Thank you.
The 2016 TBRC, hosted by NorCal Practical Precision Rifle Club, is now in the books. We would like to thank all the sponsors, competitors, ROs, and everyone who helped make this possible.